Hello, this is Catherine Dubberly, the Answer Lady. I'm a big fan of KISS looms, and I am cooperating with Kelly at KISS to present to you a whole series of looming techniques especially for KISS. We're going to do this on all sorts of KISS looms, so you get to see every basic technique on your own loom. Welcome and enjoy. Let's do the back stitch bind off. This is the regular gauge KISS loom. And I'm going to start by going down through stitch number 1 and up through stitch number 2. I cut my yarn tail 3 times the length of what I'm going to bind off, plus plenty of extra for working room. Now I'm going to go down through stitch number 1 again and behind the loop that was made when I went down through it the first time, and up through stitch number 3. Trying not to pull it off, but if I do, I can always replace it. Now down through stitch number 2 and behind any loops that I've already placed on there with back stitching. And now you begin to see why it's called back stitching, because we go forward and up through a stitch, and then we go backward and down through a stitch, making sure to go behind any loops that have been created. Forward and up, back stitching downward behind the real stitch and the new loop. And every time I go forward except the very first time, notice that I'm skipping the stitch I already stitched through and going to the next one over. Then my back stitch, whoops, getting my yarn tail too short. My back stitch is where the second time that I catch that loop. And on the very last one, it will be atypical just as the first one was. I'll go up one more time through the last stitch. And that's how it looks. In my opinion, if you did the E-wrap or the double E-wrap non-loopy cast on, this is the bind off that will match it the best.